Hey, what's going on? It's Bill Burr, and it's time for the Thursday afternoon, just before Friday, Monday morning podcast, and just checking in on you. How are you? I got the lovely Nia with me.
Hello.
What's going on? Oh, it's Christmas, Nene.
I know.
City sidewalks, pretty ladies, everybody walking around. Spending money on people that annoy them. Take your dick out at a Charger game. Rub it up and fucking down.
Oh, no.
I feel so bad for that kid.
Why? Why do you feel bad?
Because I have a dick and I know how hard it is.
You know how hard it is?
No, sorry, no pun intended.
He was in public.
I know, but he just looked like that kind of guy. He didn't know how to talk. Look, if he's a fucking, like, seriously, I mean, if he's fucking, like...
If he can't control rubbing his dick in public,
It was entrapment. They had, like, 12 fucking scantily clad women, and the whole thing...
Entrapment, Bill?
Let me ask you a question.
He was at a game. There's cheerleaders there.
And how are they dressed?
Oh, so it's their fault?
How are they dressed?
Like cheerleaders, the way cheerleaders are always dressed? Why
can't you guys ever be flattered when a man flashes you?
Oh, God, no. It's disgusting.
If a fucking woman ever just whipped her hoo-ha out because I look so good in a fucking T-shirt, it would just fucking make my day. As long as she stayed away from me. I mean, she was doing his own thing. You know what's hilarious?
A fucking pervert.
The way
doing it in public.
You know what I loved? The way he had his arms crossed. He was like, well, I can't see what I'm doing. That means no one else can. He had a new technique. I never tried the overhand before.
Oh, God. No self-control.
The crossover overhand. That's like Olympic level jerking off through his pants. You know? Look, everybody, that's how you get caught, he got greedy is what happened. You know what I mean? He thought he could, he thought he could do it. It was like fucking 20,000 people staring right at him.
Idiot.
Yeah, but, okay, and look, when I'm talking about those cheerleaders, why are they out there, Nia? Why are they really out there to stir the crowd up, to cheer more? No, they're not.
To spread cheer.
They dress them like fucking, like just shy of whoas. That's what they're out there for. They got their cleavage. They got their butt cheeks hanging out. Everything's barely covered. Everything's all shiny, glittery. All glittery and shit, Hey, what the fuck was he supposed to do,
Not touch his dick in public.
Hey.
That's what he was supposed to do.
There but for the grace of God go I. Okay?
Are you really trying to say that you would be in a position where you would just be jerking off through your pants in public like that?
I have to be honest with you. I've never stood next to 12 women all dressed in the same sparkly outfit, touching their toes in front of me, wearing some very user-friendly slacks.
So... Action slacks, maybe.
Action slacks they were.
Uh-huh. And if you're saying you wouldn't be able to control yourself?
I would say...
You have to touch your dick.
If I have to take my life savings, there's no way I'm betting on black slacks. I'm not... There's no way I'm going to put it all on one thing. I don't know what I would do. If I had a couple drinks in me, who knows? Might do the old...
who knows? No, who knows?
Yeah, every guy's done that.
Done what? Jerk off in public?
Oh, absolutely.
No, they have not.
At some point, they did something. They were in their car. They rubbed one out. They did something. They were on a porch.
Well, guys are always tugging
on a plane. They went to the bathroom and just rubbed one out. The amount of men. I'm just saying the amount of fucking men who've done it.
Seriously?
Hey,
have
Nia,
you done that?
Yeah, you got to understand when.
Wait a minute.
What's that?
Wait a minute.
What's that?
Are you saying that you've gone into a plane, like a bathroom on a plane, and jerked off? I swear.
No, I have not done that.
Tell me that.
What are you going to do?
I don't know.
All right, then. I scold me?
Yeah, scold you, shame you.
Listen, I know.
Publicly.
Listen, guys, I've talked to other guys, shit that they've done or whatever. Hey, we've all done stuff we're not proud of. Didn't Jesus say he who's not fucking rubbed one out to a fucking cheerleader? You fucking cast the first. You know what I hate is if that's the worst that kid does. Okay, which is basically all he did was completely humiliate himself. All right, and his life is fucking over. I mean, isn't that enough? I feel bad for him. I do. Unless he's like really a pervert and he's running around grabbing women and he's ruining people's lives, then put the kid down like a rabid dog, without a doubt. But if his worst fucking, what I love about it is they say men can't multitask. There was a man clearly operating as a security person while rubbing one out.
Well,
that is multitasking.
He only had one hand free, so I don't really feel like he was at his full capacity as a security guard.
Well, a lot of security is just presence, just people seeing you.
Seeing you with your dick in your hand.
He had his gun in his hand. I feel bad for him.
Don't feel bad for him. Jesus Christ.
Just hear those sleigh bells ring-a-ling, ting, ting, ting-a-ling, too.
You're acting like he's like, a homeless child.
Come on and rub one out, fucking cheerleader or two. Keep it rubbing while everyone watches. Oh, my God. That poor bastard.
What is this tweet that this person is sending me?
I don't know. Can you stay focused here?
Yes, I'm focused.
Can I tell you
What's up?
Can I tell you my story today?
Why am I here?
I went into... Well, you don't have to be here. What are we watching on TV, Nia? It's the Washington Capitals versus the Philadelphia.
Wait, no, I don't know.
You said Chargers.
I did. I don't know.
The Philadelphia fucking Flyers.
Flyers.
This is Rivalry Wednesday. That's Wayne Simmons.
I can't get up
Claude
off the couch,
Giroux.
and I have my feet up, and I'm pregnant, and I'm the size of a house. That's why I'm here.
No, you're not. You look like an igloo more than a house. That's what you look like.
Asshole.
Oh, it's the shootout. What do you think of the... Oh, that was a nice movie he had him too, and he skipped off his stick. I don't like the Flyer. I don't like the gold numbers on that one. The Flyers got such a great uniform that kind of fucks it up a little bit. Somebody's got to buy it. That guy who just paints his room fucking orange and white. The biggest fan ever. If you dedicate your whole bedroom, painting it your team color, there's no way you can judge that kid on the Chargers because you definitely wear slacks and you rub one out in public. Oh, just fuck you. That was a fuck you. I don't respect you as a goaltender. Did he even do a move? He just stared at him. It was like, this is going in the net, bitch. And that's exactly what the fuck happened. Look at this. Jesus Christ. Right there, Fred. Fuck you. That's 1-0 in overtime. Oh, sorry, 2-2. All right, here comes another Flyer. He comes down. He dips. Little head. Too many fucking moves. See what he did? Claude Giroux. I love the head fake in hockey. I mean, it works in basketball and fucking if you're a wide receiver, but as you're gliding in, it just never seems to work. Oh, he stayed home. All right, no one wants to listen to this shit. So anyway, I go to Target today. You literally just had your arm over your eyes like it was the most torturous thing ever to listen to.
I'm exhausted. I'm fucking tired.
I'm exhausted. Yeah, I have friends way fatter than you, and they're doing much more stuff. I don't know what you're complaining about. I have a few friends that are like morbidly obese, okay, and they're more active than you are. I think you're being a little dramatic.
Are they gestating life?
I don't know what gestating means.
Do they have another human being inside of them?
Jesus, that was a nice goal. Holy shit.
Taking all of their food.
What did he miss?
Sucking all of their energy. Huh? Do they have that? Increasing their blood flow and their water retention and their exhaustion?
No, but they probably have a woman in their life fucking yammering at them. That was a goal. Why didn't the guy put the fucking number up?
I don't want to be a part of this podcast.
Oh, you don't?
No, I don't, because I don't like your attitude right now.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. How about this? Nia, what you're doing right now is one of the most special things that has ever been done on the planet. Granted, most of the people on the planet will do it at some point because most people are women, and guys don't like wearing rubbers. Sorry. All right, so I go to Target today. Jesus Christ, Wayne Simmons.
When you told me that earlier, I just couldn't even imagine you going into Target on your own accord. It just didn't seem like something
I was buying you a Christmas gift.
From Target?
Yeah, from Target, and I couldn't fucking find what I wanted.
Wait a minute. Why are you buying me a Oh, you know what? Let me stop, because I'm about to sound really...
Yeah, you're going to sound like what you are. Oh, I'm an asshole. 2-2's the final score. Well, wait, I'm fucking old. I can't see what's the overtime score.
We have to get
Flyers just won.
get our eyes examined this year. 2017. We both have to go to the optometrist.
Listen, I think we have enough activities together. I already went to the optometrist.
Activities together.
Yeah.
It's not an activity together.
And I got fucking, for when I fly, I got glasses so I can see the radio channels.
Glasses?
I glanced down. I got the half moon things where like, I'm regular.
Where?
I'm a freak. I'm regular. I'm a freak.
Bifocal?
Yeah, I don't know what they are. Yeah, they're fucking great.
I've never seen you in these glasses.
It's because you won't fly with me, you baby.
Come fly with me.
I'll take you over the ocean.
I did fly with you.
And we'll see some people sitting on some surfboards as they wait for a fucking wave. When you fly with me,
I did fly with you.
I'll fly you over the Santa Monica Pier.
I did a whole Snapchat story of it.
Yeah, but you won't go unless I'm with an instructor.
Of course.
Well, all right then. All that does is motivate me, Neil.
Because you're a comedian. You're not a pilot. You're a comedian.
That's like saying I'm a comedian. I don't have a license to drive a car.
No, it isn't.
What do you mean? It's the same thing. I'm not a professional driver. I don't drive at the Indy 500. I don't fly for American Airlines. You get me in a Robinson 22 with the old 44 there, I'll take you for a fucking ride. Legally.
Okay.
I don't know if I have enough hours for the 44, but the 22, the two-seater. Yeah, listen, you can try this fucking woman thing that you guys all do.
What woman thing?
That fucking
what
thing.
Woman
that
thing?
yanking on the fucking reins that you guys all do. Anytime you see a guy doing something new, you got to have that, well, he thinks but you're always shitting on our fucking hobbies. It's what you guys do. I would love for you to get a hobby.
Excuse me.
You know what I'm going to get you? I'm going to get you a... Listen to me when I speak. I am the man in this relationship.
No.
I'm going to get you a wood whittling kit.
I'm not shitting on your hobbies. I'm just saying, like, I would feel more secure if there is a person there who is a professional flying with us.
Fair enough.
Why is that so bad?
It isn't. It's fair enough. But there's also part of it that it motivates me. Motivates me, that's all.
Okay, well.
All right? See that? Okay, well, what is that?
What do you want me to do, Bill?
What do you want from me? You always say that. What do you want from me? Hey, what do you want from me? You know, I'm going to get you a little wood whittling kit. I'm going to get you a fucking hobby. You know what?
My hobby is dealing with you.
You know what? Oh, snap. When we return, Nia, with more fucking snappy answers.
Just tell your Target story.
No, I'm going to find you a hobby. What about what's that thing that happened
I have hobbies.
in Ghost? You know?
Oh, God.
I had the time of my life.
I can't.
When Patrick Swayze sat on Whoopi. Oh, I made a pot plant.
Movie at all.
No, I'll get it.
Confusing movies. You're confusing Patrick Swayze movies.
No, don't tell me. Don't tell me. I'm gonna get it. It's one of those. It's one of those fucking. It's one of those movies. It's one of those stupid fucking songs. It's one of those songs. Was it Woman in Red?
You're talking
Lady
about
in Red.
You're talking about one
She's
movie while
making pots with me
while singing the soundtrack to another Patrick Swayze movie. You've got your two Patrick Swayze movies.
And yeah, how many fucking movies are there? That's still pretty good. I'm in the ballpark.
Patrick Swayze made a lot of movies. You're talking about
When
Ghost?
the night
No.
has come.
No, he wasn't.
And there's a body by the train tracks.
He wasn't in Stand By Me. Was he in Stand By Me?
And yeah, he played one of the mean guys with Kiefer Sutherland. Hey, you little shits. Hey, don't fucking talk about the dead body or I'll cut your dead ear off, you fucking freak. Hey, I'm fat. Now I'm married to his model. Oh, yeah?
This is you describing Stand
Everybody
By
in
Me.
it. I thought it was Leonardo DiCaprio, but it's River Phoenix. And that one's too sad, so I'm not going to do that one. And then the other guy, hey, I'm going to fucking...
You're talking about Jerry O'Connell.
Then there's the other dude, right, who does the Thriller dance still, right? It's fucking 2016. I'm still doing this stupid fucking dance.
I feel like you're talking about Corey Feldman, and he was not in Stand By Me.
Yeah, he was.
Was he? Are you sure?
Yeah, he was. He was the dude with the fucked up ear who wanted to fight with the glasses.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I liked him. So there you go.
Originally, you were talking about Ghosts, and then you started singing a song from Dirty Dancing.
Don't tell me, because I'm going to get it. I'll get it by the end of the podcast. You know, one of my goals in 2017, I'm going to get a fake ID. I'm going to get a fake ID for all those fucking times, you know, I'm on the road and I want to use a gym, and they go, can we need an ID? And they want to take a fucking copy of my license.
You know having a fake ID is illegal, right?
I'm going with, my name's going to be Frank Fallujah. I like alliteration. Bill Burr, Frank Fallujah, right? Teddy Pendergrass. All right.
What?
So I go into Target, right, to buy you a gift that evidently you're above. I was going to get you a flannel right next to the bicycles. Target's so fucked up. It's like, what do you guys want to be? I don't like Target. They're like that person who just morphs themselves into what they think you want them to be so they can be friends with you. It's just like, pick a fucking angle. It's like you're walking, you're looking at TVs and they're next to cereal. Like, what the fuck? This is like a fucking yard sale, but everything's new. All right, so I go into Target, and I'm looking for your fucking shit, and you know what's funny about Target is everybody looks like they work there, so you got to ask like 9 fucking people, hey, do you work here? They get all offended. Well, you look like you do. Don't buy the clothes here, you asshole.
If they're wearing a red shirt, they work at Target.
Yeah, but there's different levels. It's like the military. There's different kinds of red shirts. There's the people with the Pete Carroll Dockers, and then the red shirt tucked in. They're like management. Then there's the grumpy, filthy people who got to like fucking unload the trucks all day, and they never let them go home. They're not going to answer shit. And then there's sort of dumpy women walking around like, I don't know what they're thinking. It's like they took a pot cookie, and every once in a while, you meet that one that's on the ball who's not going to be there long. Score! Oh, I thought that was new. Sorry, that's a highlight. That was a nice fucking wraparound goal. Oh, you got to love the wraparound. Oh, he saved it. He didn't save that fucking thing, did he? That's a goal. That's a goal. I have to reveal the fucking play stands. So, like, as I'm leaving, I bought you a high-end gift there at Target, right? I bought you a floral apron with a frozen burrito in the pocket. And I got to keep it in the freezer until right before. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, except for this bald, freckled fuck taking a frozen burrito out, sticking it in the stocking. By the way, underrated stockings. Stockings, I don't know about you guys. Like, I don't know, some people are like, they start with the stockings. Other people, we always end on the stocking, and the stocking's always like the bum 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 bam. Like, you already got your cool gift, then you go over to the stocking, and it's like a a gift certificate to a book club, and you got to sit there acting like, oh yeah, thank you, I get to read. Awesome. What else is in here? Oh, new socks. I mean, who could use new socks? Are these gold toe? Oh, you shouldn't have. Literally. I would rather wear one stocking walking down the street than a pair of gold-toed socks just because of what they represent. There's a lot of blood and shame on all those gold-toed socks. You know? Do you know how many hookers have laid on motel rooms and the last thing that they saw was somebody's bloody gold-toed sock walking towards them? It's so bad. So bad during the holiday season. Silver bells.
If you don't
leaving your family, going to get a hooker while the goose cools. Double life. Serial killer. Cops show up one day and you confess to 40 other killings. And your wife says, who the fuck are you? What did I do with the last 3 decades? And you stare at her with no feeling behind your eyes. I really got you going this one, man, Nene. You're egging me on here.
I like your dark holiday carols.
Because I hate that song. I hate Silver Bells. It just goes on. It's like it's this song on a fucking loop. There's no way this is one song. Huh? Did fucking Fish record this fucking thing? It's like 20 minutes long. Silver Bells, and I hate Jingle Bell Rock. It's just such an attempt of like white people trying to be hip, you know? We're going to jazz this one up. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Hey, jingle bell. It's that thing where you're kind of just shaking your head and your ass at the same time, you know, as you're snapping your fingers with your fucking loafers. That's when somebody, you know, if you're at a party and there's a piano and somebody knows how to play, they're going to sing that at the holidays. You know? Oh, yeah. And then there's going to be the undersexed fucking 20-year-old, 20 like years married chick with the red wine teeth. All will start dancing. And it's like, all right, come on, let's get her out of here. Get her coat. Send her home. I just don't know why they stay together. So I'm leaving Target. And this guy looks fucking confused. He was getting interviewed here, huh? So I'm leaving Target, and as I'm walking out, all of a sudden I just hear this guy going, get off me! Get off me! And I look over, and there's two Target ladies, they're at the Pete Carroll level of the Target thing, and a Target guy, 2 women and a guy, are just fucking grabbing this dude, and they're dragging him into like this windowless office. And the guy's going, "This isn't legal! This isn't legal!" And they just dragging him in, and everybody's just watching, like, what the fuck? And then, like, the door starts to close, and then it opens again, and it fucking closes again, and then they finally got him to calm down, and they closed the door, and this older manager just closed the door, and he did that, that smile you do when you walk by a stranger because you're hoping they don't have an axe? That little pursed lip where you kind of you lift your eyebrows up? He kind of did that. Like, well, that's the end of that. And it's like, that's an American citizen in there, sir. What the fuck just happened? But nobody said anything because it's Target. You just don't expect it. So I said to the lady next to me, I go, "Did he steal something?" And she goes, "No, I don't think so." And then somebody else goes, "I think he's autistic and he was acting a little weird."
So they dragged him into
the
back room?
Yeah, I don't think that
doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, but I feel...
Why would they take it upon themselves to drag him away? Why wouldn't they call the police? Or
I know. It looked like that Scientology show that you're watching, that the stuff that they do to people, except it was at Target, I wonder if one of those people are going to do a TV show exposing Target and what really goes on there. They probably wanted him to work all 3 shifts on Christmas, and he said no. They just dragged him in there. They don't fuck around at Target.
I guess not.
Are you fucking kidding me? Did that guy just score from the other side of the... I'm just watching the highlights. It's pathetic. And that was it. And that was the end of... and then I just sort of walked out... And I have to admit...
20 rolls of paper towels.
Yes. Merry Christmas, Nia. I'm expecting a lot of big tears next year. Big tears, big tears.
Big tears, big tears.
So anyways, I should probably read some advertising here. This is fucking... What a great night. We got the fire going. Mm-hmm. Oh, tell them how much I like eggnog. A lot of people don't like eggnog.
You love eggnog.
I love
eggnog now, too.
Well, what it is
I was always shy about it because I was like, I don't know if it's my thing, but it's delicious.
Yeah, but people pour you a giant fucking glass of it. It's like not an aphrodisiac. What do they say? What's that shit you drink in Italy after you?
Aperitif?
Yeah, that's what it is. But with sugar.
Or digestif?
That's it. Yeah, digestif. You have a big meal, you sip on a little eggnog.
It tastes like melted ice cream. And I like it.
Way to hold up the podcast while I type in my fucking podcast. It tastes like melted ice cream. And I like it.
I'm exhausted.
I know, I'm sorry.
I'm not a good guest tonight. I'm sorry.
Look how I spelled stocking. That looked right to me. Now when I look back at it, I look like the dumbest person ever. Stolking. Stocking stuffers, underrated. Let's see. I wrote some ideas. Silver bells, kid jerking off, Christmas break, Stokel stuffers, underrated. Oh, this is the one I wanted to talk about. When I went into Best Buy afterwards. Oh, I was hitting all the corporations. And I'm standing in line, this pathetic line of fucking people just waiting till the last minute to shop. We're all fucking hating life. And and you're going through like the Disney World line where you got to fucking go all the way back and forth. So I'm standing, I'm finally on the last rung. And this guy walks up to stand in line behind 18 people. And you know what his t-shirt said?
What?
Do epic shit. First of all, what kind of a fucking adult wears that stupid fucking t-shirt? Why would you wear it going to stand in line at Best Buy, right? That's a new fucking thing where people try to motivate people with their workout videos and shit. It's like, like they're doing it for you. Like, what am I supposed when I see that guy with that t-shirt? Like, wow, that guy's doing epic shit.
He's standing in line at Best Buy.
No, he's taking a break. He was doing that Point Break shit earlier out in Santa Monica. Like, he got helicoptered out to some sort of fucking Burning Man out in the ocean, whatever they do when they know big waves coming. Everybody else runs for cover. They go, we got to go right out at it, man.
It's another Patrick Swayze movie.
Yes, it is. I saw the remake of it. I enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah. Was it about surfing?
It's not about anything. It's like Fast and Furious. It's just about fucking... Fast and Furious is about the cars. Point Break is about, the stuntman and everybody doing, in the flying squirrel suits and riding waves and shit. Mm-hmm. That's all it's about. You know?
Yeah, I've never seen that movie.
Possibly hot women with mysterious attitudes who can't walk a straight line without crossing one foot in front of the other. They're always in some rainy alley.
Possibly hot women with mysterious attitudes.
Yeah, they always fuck underneath fire escapes and shit. It's the same for Jizz Alley, whatever that is. It's in it's in every fucking movie.
Jizz Alley.
Had the time of my life.
No.
When I fucked you next to this fucking dumpster. Oh, I saw a rat when you bent me over. No. Yeah. They fuck in the same alley where that dude from Brothers got his throat cut in that movie where the guy who's always screaming goes, everyone! No, not everyone. He goes, let's go! Remember that? To Sean Penn?
No.
The guy who plays Commissioner Gordon, Gary Oldman.
Okay.
He was in it was based on...
you talking about The Professional? That's when he goes, everyone.
No, that's not that one. Oh. I fucked up. It's the one that was based on that book, The Westies.
I don't know.
Oh, it was Ed Harris was fucking great in it. And this was before that dude did fucking Boogie Nights. He's on Adult Swim. He's in every fucking movie. He played Chest Roswell.
John C. Reilly.
John C. Reilly, when he gets his throat slit. Jesus Christ, so long fucking way to go. That's the same fucking alley where all those women get fucked in all those movies. You know?
Okay.
All right, what is this song when they make the pot?
Unchained Melody. Whoa, my love.
Oh, they play that song while they're making a pot? No wonder I never fucking could get through that movie. My darling.
They're not making a pot.
Oh, I just felt your head going down on my shoulder while the movie's on. I hate when women do that. I always hated when I was on a date and you deliberately took them to some fucking schmaltzy shit because you knew they wanted to see it. And then there comes that stupid fucking moment in the movie. Whatever. What's the song go?
It's Unchained Melody.
Just sing the song while I tell you what.
I love my darling.
All right, and then you feel her stupid head starts going under your shoulder. And, you're kind of excited because she's becoming intimate, but there's another part of you that just wants to fucking do what Ty Domi did to Ulf Samuelson when they were standing in front of the net. All right, that's it.
I can't sing it. So
Slowly, we're making a fucking pot.
They're not making a pot.
Don't tip it over. I knew it was one of those things.
Wasn't Will Ferrell's father in that band?
In what band?
The Righteous Brothers.
Is that the Righteous Brothers?
Yes.
Are the Righteous Brothers white?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Jesus Christ. Okay. I didn't know that. All right. The Righteous Brothers are white. I didn't realize that. All right. I need to read some, let's read some advertising while I sing Christmas carols, all right? Oh, Zip and Ree and Crew and Tur. Are you hiring? Did you know
No,
where
don't do
to fucking post your most favorite job? Post your job. Zip. Screwed up. Are you hiring? Are you? Answer me. Do you know where to post your job to find the best candidates? You know what's funny? Our neighbors probably think I'm yelling at you. Answer me, goddammit! Where's my dinner? Posting your job in one place isn't enough to find quality candidates, man. If you want to find the perfect hire, in the future, you're going to have your fucking ad in those virtual reality glasses and people oh, wow, woo. Fucking hate that commercial. Those old people acting like they're blown away. You fought in a fucking war. Act like it. Posting a job in one place isn't enough to find quality candidates. If you want to find the perfect hire, you need to post your job on all the top job sites, and now you can with old Zip. DickBruder.com. You can post your job to 100 plus job sites, including social media networks like Facebook and Twitter, all with a single click. Well, isn't that genius? Everybody's on that shit. Can we get a little more fucking deep here, ZipRecruiter? Find candidates in any city or industry nationwide. Just post once and watch your qualified candidates roll in to ZipRecruiter's easy-to-use interface. No juggling emails or calls to your office. Quickly screen the candidates, rate them, and hire the right person fast. Find out today why Zip has been used by over 1 million businesses. And right now, my listeners can post their jobs on ZipRecruiter for free by going to ZipRecruiter.com/Burr. That's ZipRecruiter.com/Burr. One more time. That's ZipRecruiter.com/Burr. All right. Distilled jeans. DSTLD. All right. Okay. The problem with jeans is that the really good pairs cost $200 and $300. Get the fuck out of here. Pays $300 for jeans. What are you, Ric Flair? Easily, and the bargain brands just fall apart or look terrible. That's dad jeans. Distilled, pronounced distilled, has revolutionized the fashion industry by creating timeless luxury grade denim. So you get jeans that would cost you hundreds of dollars starting at $65. How do they do it? By refusing to work with the... Oh, I know how they do it. They scream at the kids in the sweatshop. Make them faster! By refusing to work with department stores and retail middlemen, there's no markup, no bullshit, just great jeans at an unbelievable price. Just go to distilled.com, D-S-T-L-D, spelled DSTLD.com. Find the perfect pair with the perfect fit. That's Delta, Sierra, Tango, Lima, Delta. Little pilot shit there, Nia. You'll fly with me now, won't you? They'll ship them to you for free and guarantee the fit, or we'll send you a new pair till they are perfect. All right? See why all the A-list celebrities have been spotted in magazines like Vogue, GQ, wearing distilled jeans. Even C-list celebrities like me. Look at that, little self-deprecation. I've got a pair of the raw denim. And the fit is amazing. You know what? I haven't got... Oh, I did get them.
You did get them.
And you said they look good.
They look great on you. Yeah, no bullshit. They
okay.
look amazing.
All right. Well, yeah. $65, people. You can look like a bald redhead. Just go to distilled.com/Burr right now and get $10 off your first pair. That's DSTLD.com/Burr for $10 off right now. 5 letters, everybody. D as in dick. S as in shaft. T like taint. L like... Oh, Jesus. What's that? Lumbar? What's the thing in your vagina that begins with an L? D.
Labia?
Labia, there you go. D. I never took a health course.
Vagina, but... Okay.
No, it's part of the folds. I know how to... I didn't want to say that. Listen, I know what to do with it, okay?
All right.
Helix.
I swear to God, I cannot believe you haven't learned how to pronounce this word yet.
Shut up. You're unique... I like how they just butter you up right here. Helix. Hey, Nia.
Yes.
I don't know if I ever told you this.
What?
You're unique. You don't walk like everyone else.
Right.
Talk like everyone. That sounds like a drill sergeant. I'm going to teach you to walk like everyone else, talk like everyone, shoot shit, or sleep like anyone else. So why is your mattress one size fits all? Well, because there's an average height of human beings. They're mass produced. It's a cost-effective thing. All right, because a truly customized mattress will cost you $5,000 to $10,000 right now. Go to helixsleep.com, answer a few simple questions, and they'll run a 3D.
Just read it.
It's just funny the questions they're going to ask you. You know, you actually have a unique body. You know, can your balls hang up and over your leg? Okay, this mattress is going to have to be a little wider. They'll run a 3D biomechanical model of your body through the proprietary algorithm they developed with the help of the world's leading ergonomics and biomechanics. This is the fucking Illuminati mapping your whole body.
These words are too big for you, huh?
Yeah, they are. What is ergonomics? What does that mean?
Ergonomics? Isn't that like how you have a chair that's ergonomically correct? Like it's good for your back, like it supports all your back in like the proper way, all your vertebrae and stuff. Isn't that what it means?
What does biomechanics mean?
Oh, I have no idea. I mean, mechanics are mechanics. Bio is like biology. So the mechanics of the body? Ooh, that's probably what it means.
You sound like that. You sound like the fifth family member on Family Feud when all the good answers are gone and you just say some dumb shit and they're like, "Hey, Hey, good answer.
You're right.
Show me mechanics that works in bios. Actually, the biomechanics, they both sounded right to me, but I'm a moron. Helix customers report a 30% improvement in overall sleep quality. How do you know you're asleep? And for couples, they customize each mattress, each side of the mattress. Still, you're going to talk about fucking. Your mattress arrives at your door. And for couples, wait till you bang on this fucking thing. I'm coming 30% faster. Your mattress arrives at your door in about, speaking of eggnog, in about a week. Hey, come on. And shipping is 100% free. That's why everyone from GQ Magazine to Forbes are all talking about Helix Sleep. All right, go to Helix. How do you get it? This is what you want, okay? You have 100 nights to try it out. And if you don't love it, they'll pick it up for free. Gross! It's always say they show up in those Breaking Bad fucking suits with those giant, like, you know, when you're going to catch an alligator, except it's like a mattress thing, right? And it's 100% refund, no questions asked. Go to helixsleep.com/Burr and get $50 off your order. That's helixsleep.com/Burr, helixsleep.com/Burr. Last one, everybody. And then we're going to be rocking around the Christmas tree. Look how fucking fat you... I loaded that bitch up. All right. SeatGeek. I went to Target, Nia, and I fucking threw down. SeatGeek. Buying tickets online for sports and concerts has been a confusing process for a long time. It's always been hard to find the best deal for that game or show you want to go to. And none of those older ticket sites want to change that. But SeatGeek is different. They've come along and created an amazing app and website that makes it easier than ever for fans to buy and sell tickets. Everything about SeatGeek is designed to make life easier for sports and music fans. SeatGeek does all the price comparisons for you by searching multiple ticket sites and ensuring that you get the best possible deal. SeatGeek does all the work and you save time and money. Best of all, my listeners get a $20 rebate off their first SeatGeek purchase. To get your $20 rebate on tickets, download the SeatGeek app, go to the settings tab, and click add a promo code. Enter promo code Burr. SeatGeek will send you $20 after you've made your first ticket purchase. Download the SeatGeek app and enter promo code Burr today. So, Nia.
Yes.
This is one of my favorite times of year because I get to, hang at home for once, sit by the fire, and I got all the sports packages, huh? Ask me if I got the NHL center ice package.
Do you have the NHL?
Yes, I do. Ask me if I got the NBA hardcore, whatever the fuck they call it.
Do you have the
Of
NBA?
course, yeah, I got that too.
Okay.
Ask me if I got NFL Sunday ticket.
Do you have NFL?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I got all three, so I can watch my Patriots, my Celtics, and my Bruins. And what I've noticed with the Celtics and the Bruins, okay, if the Celtics lose Isaiah Thomas, it's fucking over. They lost fucking 3 in a row, and he comes back and all of a sudden we win. That Memphis game was fucking incredible, but my DVR shut off with 5 seconds to go in overtime. I think we won. And then the Bruins, if Chara goes down, that's been the thing the whole time though. But you know what? I've been bitching about Michael Connell. When you rebuild a team, it takes at least 2 to 3 seasons. So we'll see which direction he's going in. I don't know. I don't fucking know. But it's been tough to watch him this year because I love him and I loved a lot of the guys they got rid of. And it's hard watching them on other teams doing fucking great. I know there's a salary cap and all that shit. I'm going to quit fucking bitching. So anyways, I guess that's the podcast here, Nia. You're going to fall asleep, aren't you?
I don't know.
Oh, Jesus. Well, you know what? I'm glad I knocked this thing out before you fell asleep. Everybody,
I got no energy.
It's all right. Everybody have a Merry Christmas.
Oh, Merry Christmas.
Have a
everyone.
happy Hanukkah.
Yeah.
Have
Merry
a happy
Christmas.
Kwanzaa.
Happy holidays.
Jewish people, I hope you have the best fucking Chinese food. That sounds great, though. Not spending all that fucking cash. You just have Chinese food, go to a fucking movie. How great does that sound?
That sounds great.
I like that. I think we ought to add that celebration on the 26th, right? We'll do that.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
That's it. Happy New Year. I'll talk to you on Monday anyways, but I hope you guys all have a happy, safe one and all that stuff. And thank you for everybody who's been listening all year. It is a privilege to do this, all right? Go fuck yourselves, you cunts, and I'll talk to you on Monday.
Well, it's all right, riding around in the breeze. Well, can sit around and wait for the phone to ring, waiting for someone to tell you everything. Sit around and wonder what tomorrow will bring. Maybe a diamond ring.
Well, it's all right, even if the sea.
Happy holidays. It's the Monday Morning Podcast. How'd you like that little second grade fucking recital? That was horrible. I thought I was going to get through it in one take. I should have been asked. That's like the kind of guitar playing you hear at a benefit, and whatever the benefit is, like whatever the disease it's for, like if that guitar playing, like I would have the disease that you guys were raising money for, and then in the end they'd wheel me out. And they'd be like, hey, here's a guy who has a disease that we're trying to stop, and now he's going to play the guitar for you. That's how I just played the guitar. But I don't give a fuck. You know, I can't help it. You know, I can't help it if I'm fucking not even, I was going to say multi-talented. It's not the word. What's the reverse of one-dimensional. I can't help it if I'm a one-trick pony. Anyways, this is the Monday Morning Podcast for the week of Christmas, which is why I had my little recital. You know what's hilarious is last year, besides my guitar playing, was last year I took off. I didn't do a podcast on the week of Christmas or the week of New Year's, and everyone thought it was because I was taking a vacation or whatever. But the reality is because I was traveling, and holiday travel sucks. So as many of you know, this year I was like, you know what? Fuck this. Fuck everybody. I'm not going home for the holidays because I'm not dealing with that planes, trains, and automobile shit. And I got to tell you, man, it's the smartest goddamn thing I ever did. I don't know what that says about me, but I'm not spending it with my family, and I am absolutely fucking elated. You know, I'm not saying I don't like my family. I'm just saying I don't need to go see them when everyone else is going to go see their family because it sucks. I had a buddy of mine who was, trying to fly back east with all this snow and all this shit. He's down in Orange County calling me up. That same situation I was in last year. Dude, you can't believe it, man. My plane got canceled. Blah, 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 blah. And I was like, thank God. Thank God. I made the right choice. Fucking excited. I got a Christmas tree. I got stockings. I got a ukulele. I mean, what more do you need? What more do you fucking need? I don't know, some inner peace maybe? But I don't want to get greedy. I'm 2 inches away from getting a dog, people. I know I've said it for about 2 years on this podcast, even though I've only been doing them for a little over a year. I'm freaking out. I'm terrified to get a dog because I'm like, what if I want to take off for a couple of days? I mean, I've never had to take care of anything in my life, and I've never been in a movie going, oh, my God, what if it's taking a shit in my living room? I don't want to be thinking that, especially at this time of year when there's all these great movies are out. Speaking of which, somebody sent me a great email and said, we'll get back to the dog thing. I want to get a dog. If I get a dog, I'm getting a fucking bulldog, and I'm going to a breeder. I know a lot of people, oh, my God, you should rescue a dog. I don't have time for you. Do you understand me? That's your cause. You go down there and you get all those dogs. You go down and you get them that have already learned how to fetch, and they're just completely over everything. Nothing's exciting anymore. You know what I mean? I mean, why don't I just pick up a fucking divorced waitress with 3 kids that hate her, you know, and bring that into my life, and I'll just surround myself with people who are just fucking over everything, you know? Sometimes I just really say stupid shit. I don't feel any of that. You know what? I went down to the shelter. I wanted to rescue all the dogs. I don't fucking know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just trying to kill time, people, as I'm trying to find the thing about the movie reviews. Yeah, somebody sent me an email, and they said, hey, Bill, I haven't heard movie reviews in a while. Now, some of my longtime listeners of the podcast remember we used to have people write in because I went and I saw a shitty movie one time and I was pissed that, you know, I lost my $10 or whatever the fuck they're charging now. So people started, you know, throwing in their 2 cents. So here's some movie reviews. This guy said, Punisher Warzone, and he gives it 3 stars. Punisher Warzone, what the fuck is that? Evidently, he says there's tons of over-the-top violence and shooting. It doesn't try to be realistic at all like the last one. The first Punisher Warzone tried to be real? That's funny with that name. The story was very basic with no real twist. You know what? I can appreciate that. Okay, so it's like Commando. They fucked with him, he got in his Bronco, and he kicks ass, and then he wins. I like it. You know what? I'm not going to go see it, but I will watch it on... that'll be the new part of the movie reviews. I'll let you know if I'm going to see it. I'm going to see that, okay? You guys fulfilled now? Is this making your holidays? I'm going to go see Punisher Wars. No, I'm not. I'm going to sit on my fucking huge couch, and I'm going to watch it. The next review he did, The Day the Earth Stood Still. He gave it 3 stars. This guy's he's very liberal with the stars here. Some people who were in the theater with me were pissed at it when it ended, but it's a remake, and I knew it was going to happen. It isn't really supposed to be an over-the-top Independence Day blockbuster. It's more story-oriented. And there were some surprise stars that I didn't know were in it, like so-and-so and so-and-so. Well, thanks for ruining it for me. I don't give a fuck. I'm not really into those cameos. I hate when people get excited about cameos. I was watching a movie and then all of a sudden Tom Cruise came in. I had no idea he was in it. Yeah. Wouldn't it be more surprising if, like, one of your relatives walked in? It's not like Tom Cruise isn't an actor. You know? It's not like he hasn't been doing movies for 25 years. I can't believe that actor all of a sudden showed up in a movie and was acting. I was really blown away. I'm in a pissy mood. Let's see. Oh, this is the 2 movies I saw this weekend. I saw The Wrestler with Mickey Rourke, which was fucking awesome. And if you're a fan of wrestling, if you're a fan of Mickey Rourke, you got to go see it. He's fucking great in it, and they really capture the moronic wrestling fan, which I was perfectly. And then I also saw that movie Milk, starring Sean Penn as Harvey Milk. And I got to admit, I was shying away from that movie. I wanted to go see it because I love Sean Penn, but every male friend of mine was saying, I was like, yeah, I want to go see that movie Milk. Did you see it? And they'd be like, yeah, I saw it, but just to warn you, a lot of male kissing. Which is not that's not a selling point with a lot of guys, myself included. And I was sitting there going, but I got to go see it. It's Sean Penn. And I don't know. There was a lot of kissing, but it after a while you sort of get used to it, which I don't know if that's a good thing. I'm really on the fence about that. I don't know what the fuck, you know what I mean? It's weird. If I was on, like, YouPorn or Tube8 and I was watching 2 guys kissing, people would be looking at me like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? You know? What's your deal? You got something to tell me? I can't just sit there and be, oh, it's just a porno. You know? This is, this is the, you know? Then you go see a movie and then all of a sudden it's okay. This is art. This is art. I don't know. It wasn't that big a deal. It wasn't that. Sean Penn was fucking unreal, and it was an amazing movie with a lot of male kissing. You know, I got to admit, that's the first time I've seen an amazing movie that had a lot of male kissing. I think they started a whole new genre. So I don't know. You know what? And because I have OCD, I plan on seeing like fucking 9 more movies this week. There's some mob movie I wanted to go see. What the fuck was the name of that? I got it right here. This is typical me. Like, I haven't seen a movie in about 8 months, and then I go and I see one movie, then I'm like, I'm going to go see everything. It's like, I don't understand why I can't. This is why I don't do drugs. I'm going to go see Gomorrah. Gomorrah. Evidently, it's a mob movie, because I got to wash off that male kissing to prove to myself in a cinematic way that I'm still a man. I'm going to go see this movie. Evidently, it's a mob movie that kind of takes away all the glam of being in the mob. You know what I mean? I mean, when you watch Goodfellas, you don't really think like, wow, thank God I never joined the mafia. You know, you want the cars. I don't know. You want the fucking, I don't know. I can't say the women. The women are pretty fucking nasty in Goodfellas. You know what it was? That girl with the cold sore just ruins it for every woman in that. Then I just think they all have herpes, and then it just fucking ends it for me. Can I just mess this up here? Sorry, guys. Is this going to be another slow podcast? Oh, fuck yourselves. I'm on vacation. All right, let's get to the podcast questions, shall we? If you're new to my podcast, people send me podcast questions every single week, and I try and answer them to the best of my ability. So here we go. Podcast, can't even talk. Question number 1. Bill, I have a question for you. As a well-informed hockey fan, what are your thoughts on the Chicago Blackhawks' chances this season? Also, why the fuck did the Bruins get rid of Thornton? Why did they get rid of Thornton? Because they didn't feel like he could lead them deep into the playoffs. He played on Bruins teams that people felt they didn't have any heart, and because he was the big paid guy, they blamed him, which wasn't fair. All I know is we didn't get shit for him. We didn't get shit for the guy. How do I think the Blackhawks are going to do this year? Transition year. They're not going to do shit. Speaking of that, let's talk about the New York Yankees and them throwing their fucking wallets around, huh? It's Monday, and I've heard I haven't watched ESPN yet, but I heard they are this close to signing Manny Ramirez. So they signed CC Sabathia, that white dude from Toronto, the pitcher. And I don't know. I fucking love as a Red Sox fan, I'm loving every second of it. That's exactly right. Go ahead and do the exact same fucking thing. It's like watching an alcoholic. Just making the same fucking mistakes over and over and over again, thinking that you're going to get a different result. You've had A-Rod, Jeter, and Giambi just in your fucking infield for the last 5 years or whatever. Or at least Jeter and Giambi. That combo you had for 7 years. You haven't won shit. You haven't won shit. You had Randy Johnson with those 3 guys behind him. Plus, I mean, look at the list of stars. When the Yankees were the shit, they got it from their farm team. I don't know what, and then they would pick up these fucking nerds along the way. Paul O'Neill, who knew he was great? Scott Brocious, Chuck Knobloch. You know, they just, I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. They always go out and they get the fucking big swinging dick, and then you got too much swinging dick in your clubhouse. You're not going to win. You can't. If it was just that fucking easy, the Yankees would win it every year, wouldn't they? Look what the Red Sox tried doing that one year. Remember that year we got Eric Gagne? That guy almost fucked up our whole season last year. We got that big bloated, steroided jackass. Remember that? And we'd already added what's his face there in right field. I swear to God, the second the season ends, I can't even remember anybody's name. I was going to say Trot Nixon. No, the new guy. Junior Felix. What the fuck is his name out there? The guy everybody says is a cunt. And he doesn't do well during the season, and then he shows up in October. That guy. I thought the Red Sox last year were very, 2007, were teetering on that Yankee-esque sort of thing. But they still had like 4 or 5 guys from their farm team. I don't understand what the Yankees are doing, but I hope they keep doing it. I hope they do it. I hope they have a fucking $500 million team, and they get bounced out in the first round. That's going to be fucking hilarious. That's my favorite part of the year in baseball, is when they pan down that Yankee dugout and you just see one fucking zillionaire One Hall of Famer after another. Just fucking sitting there with that look on their face. Like, ah, Jesus Christ. Looks like we're going home early again this year. I don't fucking know. I don't know, but I will say this. Manny is worth the money, and he's definitely worth the fucking money. CC Sabathia, only because he's 26. But I got to tell you, man, that guy is built like Bartolo Colon. All right? And you can't walk around with that sack of potatoes hanging right over your dick for too long before you start having lower back pain. You can't pitch anymore. It's like broads with big tits. They can ride it out till like 35, 37, and after a while they're like, listen, man, I can't go today. I just can't do it. I'm fucking, my arm is shot. It's the end of their career, and they get their titties reduced. So CC Sabathia needs to stop going to the fucking, where the fuck would he go? What if CC Sabathia? Is he an Olive Garden guy? He's got the money, though. I don't know what he's doing. He looks like he just has like one of those MTV Cribs refrigerators. You know what I mean? Where they got like, they got like a case of fucking Coca-Cola and every bag of fucking junk food. You know what I'm convinced? Fat people eat at night. That's where they get fat. Because if you hang out with a fat person, you hang out with them all day long. They're just sort of eating when you eat. And yeah, maybe they'll get an extra fucking cheeseburger at McDonald's, but they don't go anything crazy. I think it's at night. At night, that's when they get up and they just start going through the cupboards and they just start throwing the fuck down. I think that's what CC Sabathia is going to be doing on the road, with any luck. I don't know. What the fuck you got to do? What else? I'm going to keep talking about sports. I think I'm going to piss off everybody, at least half in New York. You got so many fucking teams. Mets fans probably enjoyed that. What about those Jets, huh? Can you fucking believe it? They choked against the goddamn Seahawks. And here are the Patriots right in the thick of it. And I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, Bill, you're fucking bandwagon. Well, that's bullshit, because I got a bet with the Shred and Reagan show, which I'm going to, I didn't call them. It's too late. The Shred and Reagan show out in Buffalo, New York. I bet them the fucking week when Tom Brady went down, Reagan was talking all this shit. And I hope he's listening to this. He was talking all this shit. Bill Belichick is a punk. He's never won without a superstar quarterback, yada, 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 all this fucking crap. And I said, let me tell you something, Reagan. Let me tell you something, and Reagan. Not only are the Patriots going to have a winning season, they are going to fucking win the division. I called that after Brady went down. Called it. I bet him $50. If I lose, I owe him $50. But if I win, Reagan has to read an on-air apology to Bill Belichick that I get to write. It's going to be great. Now, he negotiated it down to only 6 sentences. The apology can only be 6 sentences long. But he's not familiar with my ability with conjunctions. All right? That fucking thing is going to be a page and a half of what a brilliant coach Bill Belichick is. Those guys on ESPN were saying that shit. He's never won without a superstar quarterback. Yeah, neither did Vince Lombardi. Neither did Chuck Noll. Neither did Tom Landry. Neither did Bill Walsh. Did those guys all suck? Joe Gibbs. Joe Gibbs never really had a superstar quarterback. Doug Williams was a superstar who just played for the Buccaneers. You know what I mean? So maybe he did. But he had, Mark Rippon and Joe Theismann. Joe Theismann was on the fence. He was like a Paul O'Neill level guy. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. All I know is next week, this is what I love about this situation next week, is New York can actually help Boston have a great fucking New Year's if they can beat the shit out of the Dolphins. If they can show up, huh? If your punk-ass team will show up and win a goddamn game, going out to Seattle and losing. You guys ought to be ashamed of yourselves. Why am I picking on Jets fans? I actually feel bad for you guys. If you didn't have Mangini I don't like. All right? He drove the getaway car all those fucking years, and then he ratted out Bill Belichick. Ooh, look, he's robbing a bank. Dude, you're driving the car. Shut the fuck up. Fucking baby. All right. Am I even doing questions at this point? I'm just talking shit about sports. How about those Bruins? How about those Celtics? Huh? I didn't need to go home for Christmas. The fucking Boston teams are bringing it home for me. I got the NHL package. I've only watched the first period of the St. Louis Blues game. Don't ruin it for me. Don't be a spoiler. All right, question number 2. Bill, what do you think of MTV's Sweet... Jesus Christ, I can't read out loud. I'm a fucking moron. Bill, let's go slow. What do you think of MTV's Sweet 16 show? And part 2, what did you do for your Sweet 16? All right, what do I think of the Sweet 16 show? It makes me angry. I try to keep my mind that they're only 16, but I don't like dumb cunts. You know, I don't like them when I'm walking down the street, and I'm certainly not going to watch a show about it. So that's how I feel about that. And what did I do for my Sweet 16? I went down to the DMV and I got my learner's permit. That's what I did. It was always a big deal for me, learning how to drive. And what did I do? I have no idea. I have no fucking idea. I don't remember that shit. It was fucking 24 years ago. Number 3. I like how I took that question literally. Like, what did you do for your Sweet 16? You know, I guess I was supposed to be like, well, I put ribbons in my hair. I literally took it, like, straight up. Like, I have no idea what I did. That was 24 years ago. Well, thanks for sucking all the comedy out of that question, Bill. Sorry about that, whoever wrote that. You set me up beautifully. You lobbed it over the net, and I took a big swing and a miss. Kind of like A-Rod in October. Oh, he's killing the Yankees. All right. Nah. There's somebody right now who already has a fucking Manny Ramirez poster hanging over his bed. Fucking Boston, the town's so fucking lame. Everything fucking closes at fucking 2 in the fucking morning. What the fuck? Yeah, we also go out at 7:30 at night and we start drinking, you fucking jackass. You're still putting on cologne at 11:30 at night, all right? So fuck you and your city that is opened all night. What a crock of shit that was. You know, when I first moved to New York, another time I took it literally, like when they said New York, the city that never sleeps, it's open all night long. I thought that meant everything, like banks, hardware stores. You know what I mean? Like I could buy a lamp at 3:30 in the morning. But no, it does. It does shut down, and people do go to sleep. But their bars do stay open until 4 in the morning. Other than that, fuck that. It's the greatest goddamn city. It's our Paris. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's fucking awesome. I love it. But I really don't like their sport teams. Okay, if you didn't notice. All right, Bill, why don't you get back to the questions and stop making it so fucking personal with one city. There's other cities listening and other countries. Hello to all the people in England that I've been getting questions from lately. I'm going to be over there next year, you motherfuckers. I don't know, whatever it is you do to get prepared for comedy shows. What do you do in England? Do you guys really eat pork chops for breakfast? I actually watched that show, You Are What You Eat, which made me feel a lot better about how out of shape this country is when I saw all those people over there. Like, what do you start? Well, I start my day, I have a couple of fry-ups. And for you Americans listening, a fry-up is rather than just making an egg over easy, cooking it in butter, frying an egg, they actually, from what I gather from the footage, because it's not like they have the recipe, they pour cooking oil into a pot and they boil. It's almost like you're poaching an egg in grease. So they have 4 of those to start the day, and then they have these little fucking these little pork sandwiches, and they're really big on Indian food. Why do you guys have so many Indians over there? Literally, people from India. Is that the whole Winston Churchill thing? That's another book I started reading and I never got through. I really wanted to get through that book so I could sound intelligent at some point. It was a whole book about the relationship between, Winston Churchill and Gandhi. Who gets fucking whacked. Just, it's unbelievable. All these people out there who think that they're being dangerous on stage and if nobody's made an attempt on your life, you're not saying anything. That's when you know that you're on stage saying something, I think. Because when somebody tries to fucking shoot you in the back of the head, at that point, right, then you're saying something. But, enough with all these dangerous artists. I really hate that shit when people they have headshots and they have they have a piece of tape over their mouth, like the government put it, that piece of duct tape. That stupid fucking ooh, he's dangerous. He's doing some spoken word. He figured out a word that rhymes with Illuminati. Everybody run for cover. He's going to sing a song about the working man. You're not dangerous, okay? Okay? If you're dangerous, they try to kill you, and they do. All right? Okay. You know, did fucking Martin Luther King ever have a poster of himself with the fucking, with a piece of tape over his mouth and shrugging his shoulder like, ugh, oy vey, what did I do? All right, let's get back to the questions. Question number 3. Bill, have you ever been dealing with a case of the runs all day and had to go on stage, tough it out, cold sweats, bubbling stomach and all? You know, I love this question. Is he could have asked me anything, and I would have answered it, and he just basically said, dude, you ever go on stage and, like, you had to take a shit really bad? You know, like, what was that like? Did that ever happen to me? Yeah, it's happened to me a number of times. I mean, I've been doing it for almost 17 years. I've had an untimely fucking salad that went right through me. Garlic is another thing I don't do well with. And the amazing thing is the second you go on stage, for the most part, it stops. I don't know, some sort of survival adrenaline thing kicks in that just says, oh, wait a second, we're not shitting now. We're not. No, we're not. Okay, so you just need to shut down that thought. You need to sit there and wait till I'm done with this stuff. I've had the hiccups right before I went on stage, going, oh, my God, I have hiccups. What am I going to do? And the second I get out there, they go away. I don't know why, but they do. So, yeah, I've had to do that. I've heard stories of comedians literally being on stage, stopping the show, and just saying, I have to leave now. In fact, I want to say Dana Gould told a story like that the other day on the Adam Carolla show. I don't know. I can't remember. Anyways, let's get back to the questions. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Question number 4. Bill, if you could be with the girl of your dreams, any girl, marry her, have great sex every night, everything was great, and you were happy, but you had to sleep with one guy, any guy in the whole world, who would the guy be and who would the girl be? Great fucking question. Let's get with the guy. That's the easy one. That would be one of those unbelievably over-the-top gay guys. You know those guys who are just like, they're the ones who actually, they get gay bashed, and the reason they get gay bashed is because they're so putting out a female vibe, it confuses the male. That's why they, and if you're not, if you're a psycho, you get so pissed, like, why am I feeling like this is a female when it's a guy? You just start punching it because you don't know how to. I don't know. Oh, I don't know the motivation behind fucking gay bashing. All I could say, yeah, I would find the most over the top, but not like that dude on Will and Grace, because he's still a dude. He's just sort of skipping around. I guess the most effeminate, I'm trying to think, maybe like one of those, if it's like Filipino, some little Asian hairless dude. I go that way. You know what I mean? Yeah, I go that way. And if it had to be any girl in the world, who would it be? Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know. Everybody goes with somebody famous. Who would it be? You know what I would do? I would go back to my adolescence when I was innocent. And back then when you actually looked at a girl and you had like remember that way that that Biloxi Blues where that guy just described that little mini heart attack, when you lean back in a chair. I had a couple girls back in the day when I looked at them, I felt that, like that lightning bolt, which only happens when you're young. When you get older, you just been through it too many times. You're like, yeah, look at those shoes. She probably likes to get tied up. How old is she? 28. She's probably on her second fucking major relationship. Let's find out if her parents are still together. That's always a good fucking measuring stick. You start thinking like that, and you just lose it. So I would go back then, and yeah, I would do. And I'm not going to say the girl's name. Probably a girl back then. One of the 2 or 3 girls back there that fucking made me have a heart attack. I would hook up with them. You know what? That was actually a very sweet answer. I bet I have a lot of females going, oh, that's really sweet. He does have a sensitive side. And there's a bunch of guys, what a fucking queer. All right. Question number 5. Bill, I was searching through YouTube and I found this interesting video file. It was Jesse Ventura talking about how most of September 11th was caused by our government. Now, for you non-wrestling fans or political people out there, Jesse Ventura used to be a professional wrestler, went by Jesse the Body Ventura. And one of my favorite things is he used to call Tito Santana, he used to call him Chico Santana. And he was part of the tag team champion, what was it? It was Larry Zbyszko, Tony Gurria. Who the fuck was Tito Santana? Was he with Ivan Putski and Tito Santana? I don't care about no Chico Santana. He was awesome. Then he also said that song Jesse's Girl was about him. But anyways, he was also a senator in Minnesota. So anyways, that's the guy's background with my fucking digression there. So yeah, former wrestler, former senator, I believe, or representative of Minnesota. And anyways, he was talking about how most of September 11th was caused by our government and how we blew up the 2 World Trade Center towers. He said from his experiences in the Navy SEALs that buildings don't fall at the rate of gravity. Your thoughts? Thanks again. My first gut feeling is they don't teach you how to implode a skyscraper when you join the Navy SEALs. And buildings don't fall at the rate of gravity. I don't feel that they teach you that in the Navy SEALs. I think they teach you how to swim underwater, how to cut somebody with a knife from ear to ear and not have any guilt over it, how to move stealthily, how to kill people. I don't think at any point, I'm trying to think of anything that the Navy SEALs were accused of, any skyscraper implosions that they were accused of, but our government denied any sort of knowledge of. Granted, it would be top secret. I'm guessing he went on YouTube like me and watched the same conspiracy theories that I watched, those same videos, and now he's trying to act like he came up with it himself to make himself sound a little more intelligent by throwing in the Navy SEALs thing. You know, from my experience in the Navy SEALs, buildings don't fall at the rate of gravity. Really? Did they teach you that when you were putting on your flippers, you jackass? When the fuck did they teach you that? You know what I mean? I'm sure they taught you how to climb up the side of a building, but, you know, I don't really think it's in, you know, we have F-16s to take down buildings. We don't have fucking 8 guys in frog suits to do that, you know? I think he's just throwing it out there. That's like, well, you know, Bill, what do you think about September 11th? Well, my experience as a headlining comedian around the country leads me to believe that buildings don't fall at the rate of gravity. So, excuse me, I have a third show tonight. You know, if he was an architect, I would believe that. I guess you're asking me what are my thoughts. Do I think... I don't know what happened on September 11th. I know there's a lot of questions, and I don't feel like we're being told the whole story, and I'm not saying our government did it, but I don't know what happened, but I know it's not what they told me. I think they told you some of what happened, and then other stuff they felt like they couldn't tell you, and then other shit they used to manipulate shit so they could do some other shit, which is why we're all in a big bag of shit right now. All right, question number 6. Bill, parents named their kid, I saw this story. 2 parents named their kid, one of their kids Adolf Hitler and another one Aryan Nation. I think it's great. Now we can keep an eye on the little fuckers. Oh, wait a minute, that's my response. I was like, wow, this kid agrees with me. Yeah, I do think it's great. I think it's and for that exact reason. You know what I mean? The next Adolf Hitler is not going to be named Adolf Hitler or Aryan Nation. His name is going to be like Mike or Jason. You know what I mean? It's, you know, I don't know. How the fuck do you explain it? It's like anytime somebody comes along, like, oh, dude, he's the next Jimi Hendrix. You know, it's like there's never another Jimi Hendrix. There's never going to be another Adolf. There's not going to be another fucking guy with the same name. If you name your kid Adolf Hitler or Joseph Stalin, they're not going to do anything. You gave them a tattoo. You know, Adolf Hitler came to power. He actually ran for office. when nobody knew of the name Adolf Hitler, and he got in there, and once he got in there with his guys, that's when he started doing shit. So if this little fucker ever runs for office, you can't, it's great. They just hung a sign around him, hey, attention, my parents were fucking maniacs, and I'm filled with hate. You can't run for office. Who you voting for? You voting for Obama? You voting for fucking John McCain, or you voting for Adolf Hitler and his running mate, Aryan Nation? I think all racists should name their kids stuff like that. Just, name them fucked up names like that, and then they can all giggle about it. Hey, there's little Adolf, and then we'll, it's like I don't know, how many times can I make the same fucking point? I really don't give a shit. I don't think it's offensive either. I think those people can name their kids whatever the fuck they want to name them, and like I said, it's a major red flag. Dad, can I go to my friend's house? Yes, who you going over? You going over Steve's house? No, Adolf. His kid's name's Adolf? Yeah. What's his last name? Hitler? So can I go? No, you can't. Why not? Well, I'll explain it to you later. Why don't we sit down and watch the History Channel together? I don't want to. It's boring. Shut the fuck up, you little brat. Question number 7. Since you've been traveling across the country for the past decade or so, what's the best urban legend you ever heard of? Okay. Urban legends. I've heard so many good ones. I grew up in the 80s, so there was a lot of fear about AIDS during that time. And I remember there was an urban legend about a guy, he's in a bar, he meets this chick, she's totally smoking, looks like a fucking supermodel. They go back to her place, her hotel. She gives him the best blowjob ever, they're banging, the greatest fucking night ever. He wakes up the next morning, she's gone, and he walks into the bathroom, and then on the mirror is written in lipstick, congratulations, now we both have AIDS. Because evidently he didn't use a condom. And I remember being in a warehouse, believing every word, going, really? Dude, where did that happen? I don't know, dude. I think it was in Rhode Island. Really? Yeah, I was a moron. I liked that one, and I liked, there was another one out there about a guy, he meets a girl in a bar, and she says, hey, and she's totally smoking, and she says, hey, this is the deal. You can come back to my place. You can do whatever you want to me, but in the end, I get to do whatever I want to you. The guy's like, yeah, sure, fuck it, let's go. So, he does everything he could possibly do with the woman, has an orgasm, everything's great, and she goes, okay, now it's my turn. And she ties him down to the bed. So he's like, okay, she's into this freaky dominatrix shit, whatever. She walks out of the room, closes the door, and all of a sudden the door fucking kicks open, and there's a black dude dressed like Batman. And he comes in and he fucks the guy in the ass. And I actually believed it. Like, that totally made sense to me. I was like, once again, 18, 19. Really? Where did that happen? I don't know. I think it was in Chelsea. Yeah, probably that one. And then any of the firecracker urban legends. Somebody put an M80 in somebody's back pocket and blew half his ass off. I always liked that one. Yeah, I would say that. All right. And it's the second part of the question. Also, do you believe in spooky supernatural shit? Yes and no. I believe in outer body experiences. I believe in some sort of, I don't know, afterlife, but just some shit that we don't understand and we can't tap into. I definitely believe in that. But I don't believe in ghosts. Like that they're going to haunt me. I just don't get what a ghost can do. It's invisible. I can't see it. Okay, so what is it? It rattles a lamp and goes, boo. All right. And then I get used to that. And then the worst he can just be is a pain in the ass. Just knock shit off my dresser. And then I'd just be like, really? Then I can just fuck with him mentally, just torture him. Just be like, really? Maybe that's why you're a ghost. Do you ever think about that? Maybe you're just a cunt in life, and your punishment is you don't get to go anywhere. And now you're trapped in my awful apartment. You know? What kind of a fucking loser ghost are you? Why aren't you out there looking up women's skirts? What are you, gay ghost? Why don't you go fucking float over to West Hollywood? There's plenty of dudes over there, you know? Look at their balls. I don't know what I'm talking about here. All right. Anyways, he said, my girlfriend is obsessed with that show, Ghost Hunters, and I find it ridiculous. Yeah, I find that show's it's fucking stupid. It's all in the editing, and they act like they're going to find something, and they don't. And they never quite get, like, a good angle on the ghost. You know? It's like if you had a good angle on the ghost, you would have kept the footage, and you would have just could have sold it to any network out there for millions of dollars. We finally have proof that ghosts exist, but they never do. It's always shaky, handheld, Blair Witch shit. All right, question number 8. Bill, doing sets every week, do you ever get bored of your own stories? Jesus Christ, yes. Absolutely. Which is why, and thank God I do. If I didn't, I would never write any new jokes. Absolutely. Absolutely. And what ends up happening is if it's a 7-minute joke, it becomes a 5-minute joke, it becomes a 2-minute joke, and then it just becomes a joke that disappears. It's kind of like, you know, you ever, like, break your arm or something? And someone's like, dude, what happened to your arm? And you tell, the first person you tell in total detail what happened to your arm, and it takes, like, fucking 10 minutes. The next guy you tell, you start telling it again. You're like, fuck, you're going over the same shit again. Becomes 8 minutes. And then in the very end, it's just, what happened to your arm? Dude, I fucking fell down. Go fuck yourself. What do you think happened? It bent in a way it wasn't supposed to bend, and it broke. All right? What happened to your face? All right, question number 9. How far into this podcast are we? I'm trying to shorten these things because they're getting ridiculously long. 41 minutes. Jesus Christ. I should sell CDs at the end of this. All right, question number 9, and then I'm going to wrap this up real quick. Bill, are there any movies that you know are god-awful, but for whatever reason you love them anyways? Oh, I like this. This is a good story here. Listen to this shit. He says, for me, it's Jean-Claude Van Damme's Bloodsport and Kickboxer. Reason being is I was about 9 or 10 when those movies came out, and they were the first movies my dad let me stay up and watch with them, even though my mom disapproved. And I saw Kickboxer for the first time in a while the other day, and it really might be one of the worst movies of all time, especially the part where Van Damme gets punched square in the face about 15 times in rapid succession at the end of the round. And at the end of the round, the bad guy tells Van Damme that he fucked his girlfriend, at which point Van Damme spends the rest of in-between rounds demanding to know the truth about his new girlfriend. He says, if I were in the middle of a fight with a grand champion of underground death matches, would you actually give a shit at that point who some girl you met 2 weeks ago fucked? Yeah, exactly. And I'll never forget the part where the bad guy's boss finally gets what's coming to him, because my dad would always be going, take that, you Cambodian son of a bitch. I don't even think the guy was supposed to be Cambodian. But if I see the movie's going to be on Cinemax 20 years from now, I'll still sit down and watch it. Yeah, I got movies like that. I think I already talked about this one, Airport 1975. If you ever get a chance to watch that movie, that's the movie that basically the movie Airplane was making fun of, I believe. And believe it or not, as funny as the movie Airplane is, Airport 1975 is even funnier. Just to give you a quick recap of what it is, it's a commercial airliner. You know, some guy's in a private plane, he has a heart attack and has a head-on collision with like a DC-10, which sucks one of the pilots out of the front and blinds Ephraim Zimbalist Jr., at which point a stewardess, who I swear to God has a lazy eye, has to fly the fucking plane. And it stars an unknown Eric Estrada, who plays the character of, I believe, Hector, and has one line in it. It's that fucking good. All right. What am I going to end with here? Let's end with wishing all you guys a Merry Christmas. Hope you guys, you're Jewish, you had a Happy Hanukkah. If you're, is it just black, only black people, or is it African? Kwanzaa, Happy Kwanzaa. If you're Asian, I don't know what you do there. Jewish people I hope you have excellent Chinese food on Christmas Day. I learned that little tradition the other day. Oh, here's a question I have for any of you technically savvy guys out here, because I really want to up the quality of these podcasts. People keep talking about this tapping. Wait a minute. Is it this noise? Is that the noise? If that's the noise, yeah, that's me scrolling down on my computer. I think we solved it. Son of a bitch. Anyways, so I want to up the quality. So let me know if that's the tapping sound. Because some people were saying it was my laugh, saying I laughed like Popeye and it annoyed him. Or is it this? Is that really annoying you guys? Anyways, this is my question. I saw something. I was listening to, what's his face? Little Steven's Underground Christmas. You guys ever listen to his show? It's on Sunday nights. Check out locally. He plays all this underground music, plays great music, and I love the way he talks. Little Steven's Underground Christmas, we got the Ramones. I can't even do it. He's just fucking the coolest dude ever. But anyways, he was talking about this shit on there called the Olympus LS10. And evidently it's this fucking unbelievable recorder. You can record 12 hours worth of shit on it. Bands can use it. Like, that's how much quality it is. You can just set it in the middle of the room and it picks up everything. Like that cheesy guitar playing that you heard at the beginning of this, you could have really told how awful it was if I get one of these devices. And any of you tech geeks out there, I want to know if this thing is worth it. The LS10, if I start recording my podcasts on this, then uploading them, it's really adding a whole extra step to the process. But I would like to, I'm getting a ton of listeners. I'm not going to lie to you. The podcasts are kind of starting to blow up. I think I'm in triple digits at this point. I know I've been joking saying I only have 14 listeners, but I really think I got, I think I have about 106 at this point. So I'm going to try to, try to up the quality here in 2009. And with that, I got an idea. How about for next week's podcast, you guys send me in some New Year's resolutions. How you're going to turn your lives around. You know how you do this every year. You lie to yourself. You're going to make your life a little bit better. Send me those in. And with that, I'm going to end this podcast here. I'm going to actually hype a couple of dates I have coming up. All right, this is the big one. I'm at the Improv in Tampa, Florida. And last time I was there, I don't know. I didn't do so well as far as drawing people. I know it's kind of off the beaten path down there in Tampa. Maybe the hangover of your fucking Devil Rays, which kicked the shit out of my Red Sox. Well, we took you to 7 games. You guys were definitely the better team. Maybe you guys, the Lightning aren't doing so well. They're kind of an okay team. Come out to one of my shows is what I'm saying. January 8th, 9th, or 10th. If you saw my last hour special, I wrote a brand new hour of stuff, and I'm also going to be at the Improv in Houston, Texas on January 22nd through the 24th. And then I'm making a hometown stop in Boston at the Wilbur Theater on February the 6th. I really hope you guys can come out. I'm going to be really rested up over the holidays, so I'm going to be extra funny. I guarantee it. And that is it. I didn't quite get a chance to get to some of this shit. I got a couple of nice reviews on my podcast here. This is all garbage time. You don't even have to listen to this shit. But here's a couple of nice reviews I got. And then I have another segment that I like to call Back Down to Earth, where somebody trashes me. So here we go. Here's a couple of nice ones. Thanks for making me laugh all day long. I just finished listening to all of your podcasts. How the fuck did you do that? I'm trying to get my wife to listen to them, but she doesn't think it's as funny as I think they are. Anytime I have my headphones on and I'm laughing, she says, "Are you listening to your boyfriend, Bill?" Too funny. Keep up the great work. Don't you love when fucking women do shit like that? Look at that. She's jealous. She's jealous that you know what? You should play this part for her. What's her name? Give me your name. Next week I'll give her a little talking to. And I'll be nice, even though she doesn't think I'm that funny. Look, if you want to hold on, I'm going to do it right now. Sweetheart, if you want to hold on to your boyfriend, you can't suffocate him, all right? If he likes walking around, listening to another man in his headphones, sure, it's a little gay. I understand that. He's getting in touch with his feminine side, all right? But what you need to do is you need to be an adult here. Okay? You have to understand that no matter how stupid you think it is, it's one of his hobbies, and you have to respect that. Okay? Don't do what Jennifer Lopez did to Ben Affleck during their year-and-a-half relationship. What are you going to do, dress him up like a little Ken doll, stick him in a tuxedo? Huh? He can walk around smiling, pretending he's happy, and everybody sees the misery behind his eyes. You know, and then one day, you know, you just, I don't know, you just see him crouched over in front of his laptop looking at porn or just something awful. And you're going to blame him. You're going to blame his childhood. You know what? It's you, lady. All right? So why don't you back off during the holidays, okay? All right. Next one. Hey, Bill, I think your podcast should come with a public service disclaimer. Since I fly a lot, I catch up on your podcast during flights. Dude, I get such a kick out of this that people are actually downloading these things and listening to them. This is really cool. So anyway, he's on a plane. And he says, I sat next to this older lady during a recent flight back from Portland. It was your podcast about chips and the 20-car pileups. I was friggin' laughing so hard I couldn't breathe. I thought I was going to be escorted off the flight by air marshals. This poor lady must have thought I was some psycho. All right, see, that's awesome. That makes me feel good. Next one. One more good one, and then I'm going to bring myself back down to earth for somebody who trashed me. All right, Bill. Then yesterday, this is the same one. Yesterday I was with my older daughter, and we were listening in the car. This was a podcast about being a boxer and reacting to punches by shrugging your shoulders and turning your head. Oh, yeah, that's how I react to when somebody tries to punch me in the face. I don't try to slip the punch. I just bring my shoulders up to ear level, and then I turn my head away. That's why I never want to fight. Anyways, he said, we were both crying and gasping for air. I could barely see the car in front of me. Good God, warn people they should not be in public or operating heavy machinery when listening. All right, so that's the good reviews section. Now here is the back down to earth section of the podcast. Bill, glad to see you've been working on your reading out loud skills. You sound like a special ed kid that didn't bother getting out of the short bus when it arrived at school. I wonder how many times you've been in public places reading out the podcast questions into your phone, and people have walked by and thought, oh, how nice, the mentally challenged man over there is learning to read. I guess he's really coming along because he's only sounding out every other word. You know what's great about that? Not only is that absolutely correct, I actually had difficulty reading out loud the thing that he said, insulting me, saying I can't read out loud. Well, touche. Touche there, buddy. Anyways, happy holidays to everybody. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, and if you don't celebrate any of it, I hope you have a good break while the rest of us are spending money on people that we resent on some level. That is it. Let me know your New Year's resolutions. Please keep the podcast questions coming, and I hope in January I can have some sort of update on my European tour that I'm going to be doing next year. So for my 7 listeners in the UK, I don't know if you guys celebrate. Do you guys have Jesus over there? I know you have McDonald's. All right. God bless. Take it easy. Talk to you next Monday.
As long as you got somewhere to lay, well, it's all right. Every day is Judgment Day.
Maybe somewhere down the road away,
At the end of the line,
you'll think of me and wonder where I am these days.
at the end of the line,
Maybe somewhere down the road when somebody plays
at the end of the line.
the purple haze.
Well, it's all right. Even when push comes to shove, well, it's all right. If you got someone to love, well, it's all right. Everything will work out fine. Well, it's all right. We're going to the end of the line.
Don't have to be ashamed of the car I drive.
The end of the line.
I'm just glad to be here, happy to be alive.
The end of the line.
And it don't matter if you're by my side.